Wait, you should be online. What is happening? Oh no. Go. Hello. Awesome. Hopefully everything will work. I haven't tried this in a bit. I should play some music again. Nice. Great, great, great. Right, music. Uh, I always forget the website for it. Oh, right. Still have to wait for everyone to connect anyway, so hopefully I'll find something, you know. Just something like a... No idea what it is, but why not? Cool. Yeah, Jacobs was like the first one to tell everyone to get off their seats and come here, and he just forgot. Someone's missing a link. Cool, cool, cool. Ah, you have to turn down the music from this. It's horrible. Right. Oh, no, 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 no. Gonna call this script modules and then never open it again. Oh, do you guys know if Oknok already woke up or is he still sleeping? He's gonna miss it. He's actually the one who kept asking about script modules, so it's so sad that he's the one who's gonna miss this, you know. Oh, I mean, we can sum it up afterwards. It's really not that difficult. I just had to try it myself, and it's nothing too confusing. For all of you who don't know this confusing little thingy it is, and what it is, if you've never tried it before, it's just like you can add components in here, which can be almost any game logics, like event listeners and storages and stuff, and you set up all your script in these, and once you're done with them, you can just add to module. You will add them right here. And once you're sure that you're finished with them, like everything's ready, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean by that. You can just export it, and it will create this one single module which has all the components inside, and you can use them in your games. You can add it to compositions. It's just something to keep your scenarios clean, and it it really is cool. But I was so confused about it at first, and I think we should start with some really simple example, and we can do like some counter for like a score when you kill something. Just, let's not say kill, just say when you hit a target. In case Adam was watching and had some problem with me killing stuff again. So we are gonna place some targets. I like these ones more with the blue. Yeah, it's pretty ones. So let's say we want to create some system for, uh, forget Adam. Oh, I wish I could. How I wish I could forget Adam. I can't. He just crawls into my dreams and everywhere. Always like, Naru, I need some content. Ah, it's terrible. He's the stuff of nightmares. No, but seriously, I like the guy. He's great. It's just okay. So, anyways, we're gonna create a system for counting the score of a player, and we're just gonna pack it up into a one script module, just so you can see how it works. So we're gonna have some score variable for each player, and we will want to increase this variable each time a player hits the target, right? We could calculate like the number of points based on the... Yeah, why not? See, we're getting somewhere. So let's say that we're just gonna delete these two for now. Just gonna leave one target. I am gonna rotate it a bit. So I wanna have like a, straight target with the 90 degrees. Yes, it's here, right? Maybe a little bit backwards. That's it. Okay, so this is gonna be our target, and we're gonna need something to reference the center of the target. So of course, reference point is not gonna be here. What I'm doing is I wanna do like knife throwing that I've done last session, I think already, but I didn't quite, lead it anywhere else. So we're gonna have like a throwing knives from through skills, and when you hit the target, it's gonna calculate based on the distance from the center of the target, how many points it should give you, right? So this very skillful positioning that is not correct at all. Oh, it's not. The target is not straight. Not enough yet. Yeah, it's better. I should just place some blocks behind it, and I could see it very clearly then. But no, I have to do it like that. Bloop, bloop. Good. So this is gonna be our target and our center. And we are gonna group these objects because we will want to move it. Like if it wasn't a moving target, what would be the point, right? So animator. Let's just say it's gonna move what? This is X or Y? I don't know. Wait, 3, 4. Ew. 2, 4. Yeah, this is X. Okay, so start point is gonna be 5. Let's say 5 seconds with a... No, we don't want to smooth things because then it would be easier to hit the target at the sides. So no smoothing, and this should be a ping pong movement. And now when we animate it with the position animator, does anyone remember the F10? Oh, look at it! Look how I'm so dumb. Great. So we need to reset the rotation of the pivot, of course. Cool. And now if I test it again. Sorry, what? Oh, good. Great, it's working. Okay, so we have a moving target and the center is moving with it, which is great. I'm just gonna put it higher a bit, take some steel rods, and we're gonna build like rails out of it. Just, I don't like when, you know, when you have some moving parts and they move for no reason. Like like where would it move, right? Goodie bag? Oh, sorry, I know nothing about that, but I can definitely try and ask Adam if he would spoil something. I highly doubt that he doesn't trust me with information for some reason. I mean, I don't trust myself with information either, so kinda get that. But yeah, I have no idea. I'm always as surprised as you guys when I see the goodie bags, to be honest. So I don't keep with the news about them at all. Oh, the target is not. Yeah, let's just pretend that it aligns perfectly. Okay, so we have a moving target finally. I'm sorry I'm taking so much time with these things. I just okay. Now we have to create a skill, right? So I know this seems like I'm wasting my time with the other stuff instead of showing you that, but you know, at least we're giving some time before we get into it, so Oknok has actually time to wake up. I don't believe he will, but let's give him the chance. So duration 0. Now we want some entry condition. No, is model. I normally when I create some skills, I don't usually mess with these. What is this? Every time some bot is spamming the chat. Okay, so we want an aiming mode as a model state, and then we want, yeah, okay. I will just quickly ban him. Good. I will add another one, and here we will add some animation, and I think the hammer. There's one animation with hammer where he has like a wind up behind him that looks kind of like, you know, getting ready for throwing with the knife. Uh, 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 uh. Do you think? Oh yeah, let's just try that one. It sucks how it doesn't fit. I hope. I think we have that for edit skill. So what do we need to do? We will of course need some animation for throwing, and that is gonna be some attack, right? As a wind up. Yeah, it looks terrible. Oh, nice, great. Ah, this looks great, kinda. This could work if we place a knife in there instead of this. I like it. Okay, so we will kill the time by building some skill, so Alkonok has the time to show up. So yeah, I have no idea what you mean, US. Oh yeah, we're just creating a skill for knife throwing. So yeah, what we need to do, we are gonna say that there's gonna be a gravity because we want to make it harder. And for offset, I think the knife should be going from roughly from the hand. So I think 1.6 and X will be offset by 0.3 or 4 as well, I think. This is, we will have to, you know, experiment with this. So, oh, I don't think they have new possibilities. Like, I'm not aware of any changes we've done to them. So, like, I don't even see, wait, is this particle, melee, movement restriction, change speed? No, I don't think so. I think these are all the possibilities we've had before. So, might just be, you know, looking like something is different. But honestly, I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. What I'm doing now, I'm placing a marker because I wanna actually like despawn an item of the knife from the player's hand. What in the exact time when we throw it, just so it looks better, you know. So we are not spawning it from from thin air. Oh, you have a small martyr. Oh, I remember the times when I was only on my laptop all the time, and it was such a huge change when I switched to, you know, like desktop PC with a huge monitor, and it feels so great. How come you have a small monitor though? Edit script. So we have the marker. This is just for despawning the knife, but the important thing is that when you're throwing a projectile, you get a hit position, right? So we will ask that if the entity we hit is equal to the entity of the target, because we don't want to check the distance, like if we hit the you know what I mean, right? If we hit the wall behind it. So if it hits the target, then we will check the distance between the hit position and get position of the game logic. And that is going to be the center. Right. And for now, we can just debug it and write it to console, right? So yeah, this is gonna be just to check if everything's working. And for this, for the marker, we're gonna despawn get active item. Because we're gonna place a knife into his hand, as I've said before. And speaking of knives, we're gonna need one. Which one looks the best? I think we could be throwing these. These look, yeah, they look good. So I'm just gonna place one here so the player can pick it up. And then we're gonna use the second one as a template for the and it's gonna be template for the throwing, right? Oh, hi Oknok. We're glad you joined us. We're starting to think you won't make it. I mean, I believed you will make it, but everyone else said you wouldn't. It's okay, we waited. We're just making some skills now. I keep forgetting what I was doing here. Oh, right. The knife. Right, so for now this should work, right? I'll just quickly test it out. I need to add a role because I need to add the skill to the player just so we can use it. Oh, I didn't even know that I'll make it in time. Oh, I keep thinking, do we need this? Well, I'll just switch to an entity right now because as of now we don't need the listener because we have the skills, right? Right, so I'll test it out. Okay, my timing sucks and we have to change it. Oh, this is not great. Oh yeah, because I'm not spawning a new knife. And the distance is insane. I think it's because we are using get position of the... Yeah, it's working. Okay, it's a great start. That's true. We just need to... I think 270. Need to find the right one. I already forgot how it was rotated, so... Okay. Anyways. Skill. Edit script. So what we have to fix is that get position is giving us the local position, and since it is with the in the group, we can't use it, right? We need to use transform position because transform position is giving us a global position, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this should actually write the correct distance from the center. Oh yeah, it does have to, like, it makes no sense if it's not sticking out correctly. I'm sorry, but that would make no sense at all. Yeah, see, now I just need to turn it around. But you can see that the distance is 0.22 now. 0.37. So right now it shows that I suck at throwing knives, but it also shows that it's actually working. So as soon as we rotate the knife correctly, then it will work. So there we go. Good. So the knife will be working. Then we will have to... No, I keep clicking on the event listener because I did... Right. So we despawn the... Oh yeah, definitely. I'm actually throwing knives a little bit though. So there is a possibility that I might be better than this. Just a little bit though. Like most of them ends up same as these ones, so yeah. Right. We need another marker at the end of the skill so we can spawn a new knife for him. Right here we are despawning it. We have to move this speaking area. We're gonna move it like here. And then we're gonna place another marker. And this is gonna be a spawn new knife. Right. So once we've added these, we can spawn new knife, spawn entity from template. Where are you? Here you are. Template, player, and I think equip? Is it what I'm looking for? I think so. They should set it as active, right? I mean, it's still in the first slot, so hopefully it will work. Right, so this takes care of the, We can take away the right to console now, and we can transfer these into points. And the way, of course it could. Like, it's effectively a, you know, a projectile, and it has a damage property here. So we can set that it's gonna be dealing like, I don't know, how much can it deal? 50 damage, piercing, right? And we can place actually some animals to shoot at. But yeah, it works as a classic projectile. So poor sheep. Oh yeah, that's possible as well, Aknok. Of course we could do that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. Equip is for armor, but I think in this case it will work just because we have nothing else equipped. Because I don't think we have like set active. That would be cool, but no, we don't. Damn it. Let's see if this works, and if it doesn't, let's cry afterwards and solve it. Anyways, distance. Uh, the way we can calculate this points from distance, right? Because the lower the distance, the higher the points should be, right? So I think the distance from the center to the side of the target should be around 0.5. So we know that at 0.5 distance, we wanna give them 0 points, right? Maybe even 0.4, just to make it so that if you hit like just the, you know, just the corner, you don't get any points. So let's just say that 0.4 is gonna be our, you know, our minimum you have to hit the, or maximum for the distance. So 0.4 is now let me think for a second. I'm sorry, I just got lost. 0.4 is 100%, right? So we want to take the distance and divide it by 1%, which is 0.004. Am I no? Yeah, that should be it, right? It's the distance divided by 1%, and that should give us the percentage of the max points that we should get. So no, but this is 1%. I have no idea what you wrote now, dude. But I'm gonna believe you. I mean, I'm gonna believe that I'm making sense. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just, yeah. Thank you. I'm just confused, as it, you know, usually is. So let's say that 5 points. No, 4. Yeah, let's say 4. 4. No, 5. I like 5. 5 points is gonna be a maximum. And because we don't want the points to be, you know, at decimal places, we wanna floor the number. What floor does is just it takes the number and just cuts it off all the decimal places and takes it down. If it's 5.9, it's still gonna be 5. And the, you know, the other side of this is this ceiling. So if there was 5.9 or 5.1, it would go to 6. And we want to go lower because we are mean and we don't want to give away points. So we're gonna write it to console again. Oh yeah, I forgot to Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, no, you're right. I just forgot to take this and, take the maximum points and then subtract this from that. I'm just dumb. So yeah, that happens. Okay, so right now we got 81 points. Because why not? 179 points. 284 points. Ha this is great. This is working perfectly. Just as I have planned. Great. Okay, like I know that right now there is the problem with the further I am, but oh yeah, because I am actually taking the percentage and yeah, 5 times 80%, yeah. I am dumb. Great. So uh what did I want to do now? Give me a second. We can use 1%, right? Yeah, 1% of the points. And then we want to take this. This is gonna go up to 5. And then we wanna go 5 minus this number. Now it makes sense, right? 5 minus, and if we hit the dead center, it's gonna go up to 5 here. So it's... No, it's gonna give us 0, right? 0, and yeah, of course. We need a limit. Smart. So we are gonna clamp the number with minimum 0, max is gonna be 5 points. Alright, now it should work. I hope it's gonna work. By the way, the equipping is working, which is great. I think it's working. Oh yeah, I have a knife. It's 4 points. If I hit 1 point, I suck. 4 points. And 5 points, great. Awesome. Okay, so we have this set up. And now we can actually add points to the player. Oh yeah, that would actually be amazing with the wiki. That would be great. Or Beaky. Haha. I'm a little bit smarter after our snowman adventure. By the way, I am not the only one from Bohemia Interactive who has no idea that Bohemia Wiki is called Beaky. So it made me feel good. I was I was telling them about the stream and they were like, "Oh really? Oh, I had no idea." I was like, "Let's see how smart I am." Anyways, right. So we have the variable for score. We can set up an instruction just to add and then display score. No, we will need definitely display score because we will create some simple HUD to display the score, right? Update score. Right. And for that, by the way, we are setting up to it was giving it because back then I wasn't using this second marker to spawn a new knife. So when I first threw it, it despawned the knife, and then every other skill that I called had nothing to despawn right here. So that's what the error was about. Uh, by the way, Okno, I don't know since when you were here, but right now we are setting up to use the script module with this, just to demonstrate, you know, what you can do with it. So right now we're preparing the script for it. Okay, so we have the skill. I think we can use the skill as well. I hope so, at least. I haven't really tried it. Is referenced? I don't want it referenced. I just want the knife like that. Just so we have everything in game logics. So I'm just gonna keep it right by this side, everything that we're gonna be using. And let's hope it's gonna work. Okay, so in the storage we have update score. We need a HUD, as I said before, and then immediately forgot. And for this, I'm not gonna be doing anything fancy. We're just gonna take like an image. Let's see, it's gonna be like 250. I'm gonna give it some. Why do I always end up with purple? It's just such a nice color. The other colors must feel underappreciated. I'm just gonna use blue. Right. Cool, cool, cool. Then we're just gonna take a text, and it's gonna be like something like score, and then the score 0, 0, 0. And let's say that the text will be aligned to the left with some 20 pixels. Sounds about right. Cool. Gonna make it bigger. So, oh yeah, it was way too much. Yeah. It is way easier to do the second text, but you know, I'm using the second text so often that I don't really get to combine the text with the score too often, so I just like to mix it up. Like, it's definitely easier. If you can use it, it's great. But you know, since we're doing this, like, I don't know if there is someone who doesn't know that they can combine it in the script, the output, so it's good to just, you know. Okay, this is gonna be visible to a new player. And we have the player role here because we are gonna add the player role to the module as well. So in the, what do we have to do that in that player role, we are gonna define that on player spawn, we're gonna say that we are gonna add a storage to the player so we can add the points to him, right? So player and storage is gonna be this boil. Good. Right, so player role, we've added the skill, we've added that. And back in our player storage, we have the update score, and now we just need to find the right widget to update it. So every time we call this, yes, custom HUD widget text. And the player, since we are in the entity storage, is just going to be a storage owner. And set text for the text widget. We're just going to plug in this one. And now we can use what I wanted to use. Awesome. Gonna write score again. And then we are going to use our variable here. Cool. Okay, so we have the update score function, and then we of course need one function to actually add the score. And we could add the score in the, you know, in the skill itself with just setting the variables, but I think this is tiny bit easier. So this is just going to be the variable by how much. Oh, this is confusing. Just going to call it new just to don't get lost. Score plus new. Good. Oh yeah, storage owner is way too easier. Like, when you need to look for the entity yourself instead of like doing it this way, it's so annoying. This is so much better. So right, we have the way to add the score, and we have the update score function. So now we can go to the skill, new script, and instead of this, we are gonna call the instructions from it. Oh no, we are not gonna call the instructions because, are we? Yes, we are. Sorry, we are. Because I want to show you afterwards when we pack it into the one unit. But yeah, right now we can add it like that. And update score. So both of these are gonna be play, right? And the new score is gonna be this, what we have calculated from the distance. So each time if we hit the target, it's gonna add the score, and then it's gonna update the scoreboard. Or the, uh, well, they are slightly different in the way that you have to actually select the entity for whom it is, right? Like that is the difference between them. But of course it's gonna always create them, accessible from everywhere. But the difference is that you have to use it only for entities that has the storage. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. Cool. So let's say we've created somewhat functional unit now, right? I'm just gonna quickly test it out just to check if we're not packing something weird. So 4, 8, we could possibly create something to tell you how much score you got in that one throw, right? Because this is just, you don't know how much score you got on that one hit. But yeah, I mean, it's working the way it should. There are no errors. There are no added points when we miss. So cool. So right now we have something that works, and we're like, okay, now let's pack it up into a one script module, right? One other thing that I'm gonna do before is that after we pack it up, I will want to use those functions elsewhere, but now let's just do it like that. Let's just do it, move on. So I'm just gonna delete what I've already had here. So I have a script module source placed empty without any components, right? So I'll select everything that should be in there, and that's basically all these. Right click them, add to module, select this one, right? Selected this one, and when I'm ready, I could still update these, and it would just update them. These are just selected at this point. But I'll just click export, and right now I can effectively delete all these because this should contain everything that we've created in all of those separate ones. You can see that they are all here. I can no longer manipulate with the script inside them. That's one downside to it, right? Because that is something you want to pass to other players just as a finished product. they can still access anything that you have created, right? If we have event listener here, I can say that it's gonna listen for interaction between two entities, any player, and we're gonna select the sheep. And I will say that on damage, whenever we damage the sheep, we are gonna go. You can see that under the script module, there is the entity storage that we've had here. And we can still see the instructions we had in there. So we can add score and update score. These are still accessible. And trigger entity, and new is gonna be, I don't know. You will get 900 points. It's a valuable sheep. Yeah, you can't edit it, but you can still work with it. You can if we selected like a label, you can if you place a label in here, you can still add entities into that label. You just can't manipulate with the script itself that you have created. I think in some cases, in some game logics, you can still edit what is in there. Like here in the entity template, I can still edit the entity. You know, so if you have created like something like this, the players who would use it after, after you give it to them, they can change the knife that the player is throwing. No, you can't add new variables, and you can't even change how it's calculating the instructions and stuff. So once it's created, that's it. Okay, so I've used it right here, I hope. Yeah, so let's try it if it still works. Oh, of course. One thing we need to select because this is effectively a new player role. So you just need to select this. Now it should work. So, and it's not working. This is a great start, guys. Cool. I'm just gonna try this is possibly gonna, this could possibly be a bug, I think. We still got the 900. Nice. But for some reason, I think I know. This happened because we were, it's very Viking. That's a nice thing to say, very Viking. But what I think happened here is that we were in the script, in the skill, we were referencing this. No, it makes no sense. Okay, to be completely honest with you guys, I have no idea why this isn't working. It should be working. I've tried it earlier, like not that one, of course, with the skill. But it seems that when I've referenced the target here in the skill as hard coded entity, it stops working, and it makes sense if you think about it. So I'm just gonna back up, and we are gonna create a slightly different way of doing that. Come on. Right. I'm gonna delete this one. So before we do this, the storage, yeah, in the spawn, but the storage, it's right here in the player role. In the player role, there is add storage, so it's definitely added. No, the script is referencing everything. The only thing that it's not referencing correctly is selected entities that we have that we have hard coded in there. what I mean is this reference point and this archery target. So what we can do, I'm just guessing here, but what we can do is that if we create variables, if we create like target, and it's gonna be an entity, and if we create a target center, and this is gonna be a game logic, target and target center is gonna be here in the transform. Can you please? Thank you. Good. So if we supplement these with these variables, and now we create the module, they should be accessible here, right? After the export, you can see a target and target center. So it even makes more sense, because if you were passing it to someone, they would have no way of actually referencing these. And normally, like, it would be definitely better to making this like labeled entities instead of one single entity like I'm doing right here, right? So you would pack in a label and probably something like game logic label as well, and just include those so the players could add their multiple targets in those. Right, so I'm gonna delete this again. And before I deleted the script for the sheep, I'm not gonna be replacing it now, just in case I had to undo the stuff again. Oh, sorry, Jacobs. I will go back to the variables right after the test, if it's even working. I got 0. Great. 3. Cool. So it's working. So we have successfully found the culprit. Okay, so what were you not getting about the variables? Wait, I'm just gonna... So wait, I'm just gonna unpack these again. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this once again. If you are referencing something through the script, you can never do it like selecting the entities or game logics like this. Like get pickable entity, the target, because once you pack them, it will lose these references. If it is placed in this script module, it will no longer have references to some specific game objects, because you know these modules are made for, you know, sharing and stuff, and to work as a one unit. So it's not supposed to be traveling with other entities. So what you want to do is for every entity that you would like to have, create either a variable, like I've done here. Exactly. I've created new variables, and I've set that they should be in object properties window. In that properties window, you can set them even after it's exported. You can see here in the custom parameters, there is a target and target center. So yeah, and the other way, of course, is adding a label. I would just add label to this, and then I would say in the skill, god damn it again. In skill, I would just ask if it's containing, if the hit entity includes or is in array entities and this label, right? So I would pack the entity with it, the entity label. So yeah, just export it, and you can see that here in the skill, Yeah, target under. Cool. So yeah, this is the basics around the script module. You can place global storage in there. You can place the uh, particle templates, particles themselves, and you can spawn them in the game as you need, right? I don't really know how many of these you can actually place in there. You can definitely place all the templates and then spawn them from there. You could create something like spawning some trigger zones for players to, like, I don't know, walk through if they were running and were supposed to pick up the, like, burst the bubbles they're running through. So you could create the script for spawning them and then pack it all into this. This is like one possible use case. I think it's a really great thing to have. You can use event listeners with that, which is great because you just set it to labeled entities, and then you pack the label with them. So you can have, like, for the checkpoints, when you're using when you're creating a race game or anything like that, you're usually using like multiple trigger zones, right? So you can check as they pass through individual ones, the players. Then you can, like, set them the progress in the game and calculate who's first and second and stuff. Then you can definitely use the event listener with some game logic label to just listen to all of those instead of, like, copying the trigger zones with each own individual script, which would be just insane. Because if you have a large track and you have, like, this trigger zone, right? So you need to set in the trigger zone. You have some player variables, right? And you need to update the scoreboard each time someone passes through it. Nah, that's a lot. I don't know what everything would be that in this case, but yeah, you get it, right? You need to update a lot of stuff, and if you were to copy this code 100 times, you would have 100 different scripts there. So it already slows down your game because there is way too much script, and it also makes it so hard to, like, edit it. If you want, like, if you wanted to come back to it later and just check the way it's calculating something, you would have to go through all of them and change it, or delete all of them and just place in new ones, right? But if you have one event listener for all of the trigger zones, it makes it so much easier. I don't know how I got here. Eh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's really great. Like, for one, you like, I think it's safer, you know, when like when you upload some composition, like, for one, it remains yours. So no one can, like, take it and copy it and, present it as their composition, since they have no idea how it works. And the second reason is that you will know it works, right? I like the feeling that I know that if I send it to someone, this minimalizes the chance of them like screwing something up in the script in the way that it wouldn't work for them. So that is a great thing about that. Yeah. I'm thinking, what else could we try with that? Doing something with sheeps. Exploding sheeps. Can sheeps be aggressive? I have no idea if sheeps can be aggressive. I mean, it makes no sense, but some behavior. If they can be aggressive, this could be so much fun. Ah, god damn it again. I'm not exporting these again. Event listener. Oh no. Okay. So they can be. I was thinking we could create aggressive exploding sheep. Oh yeah, they can. Oh my god. Okay, so we need to create templates from them. So we have a sheep and sheep of horse. I love it. I actually love it. Now I have to make it. Oh no! Why? Why would you be kidding? This is a brilliant idea. Anyways, we're gonna have some time trigger. And here is gonna be a check for a distance of the sheep from the player. And we're just gonna test it out and say that on trigger, if the distance between the player, and right now I'm just gonna get the players like that. No. Like that. We don't have to make it functional, right? I mean, oh, we don't have a role now. Damn it. So for each item, it is gonna always cycle through all the sheep, and it's gonna be entities in a label, which we're gonna get now. Oh yeah, I already deleted the module. It's gone. So we're gonna leave it like that, and then we're gonna pack it into a new module. So wait, yeah, this is gonna be our sheep label. And every time we spawn a sheep, oh wait, no, it's not in the sheep, right? It's in the template itself. On entity spawn, attach label. Yes. So this will all be in the new script module, right? So every time we, yes, then we need a role. Because we are gonna be checking for the player in this role. So I'm using this just to, you know, easily find the player, because we don't need to overthink it here. From distance, and of course we need to use get positions. This is like one of the most usual mistakes I make, that I use entity instead of actually using their position. So sheep, like for each sheep, we're gonna get the position, and if the distance is gonna be less than, let's say 1.5. Well, I think 1 is too low, right? Then we are gonna trigger the explosion sequence, which is a thing. They are gonna have a storage. I don't know if it makes sense to give them their own storage. I just like the thought of them having the storage. We could possibly create it inside the entity itself, right? Inside the sheep. Now let's just use this. So this is the this entity storage is gonna be like a sheep storage, and this is gonna be detonation sequence. And we can create some variable. This is gonna be like the number of ticks they do. Have you ever played Minecraft, guys? You know the creepers, how they like do the sound multiple times before they explode. Well, they don't. Like they usually do if you run. I just like the thought of it. Yes, exactly. Right. So this time they are actually gonna be like doing these little pops, like doom doom doom, right? Like if there is a timer on a bomb, so this is just gonna be ticks. Why not? It's mine. I can say it's ticks. Whole number, right? So we can set the number of ticks before it goes off. So in the detonation sequence, we are gonna ask if the ticks are lower or equal than 0, right? So if we already got to 0 ticks, it's gonna explode. So we are gonna spawn a gunpowder keg and then explode it. This is right now the only way to like deal an explosive damage with the effect. So no, I don't need that one. We need to spawn. You can use this, right? Yeah, of course. Spawn keg. Oh yeah, we are definitely exploding ships right now. Position is gonna be get position of the storage owner, because that is the sheep, right? So position of the sheep, and then we're gonna deal damage to the keg, and that is gonna cause it to explode. So damage the newly spawned entity. Instigator is gonna be storage owner. And let's say like 30 of explosive damage. I hope this is gonna work, but it should. Oh yeah, we're not exploding ships, Adam, if you're watching. Yeah, that would be awesome if we could place entities on the ships. But we can't, we can only place particles. It just breaks my heart when you can't attach explosives to animals. Like, what is it? Where are we living? Oh, it sounded horrible, didn't it? Okay, if we have more than 0 things, I'm sorry guys, we're gonna set some delay like 0.7 seconds, I don't know, yeah, maybe. After the delay, we are gonna call the detonation sequence again, right? And this is just gonna make sure that we we are on all the way to the 0 tick. This is way too much. I'm gonna play some sound each tick, just so you could hear it going off. Yeah, we have terrible sounds for that. But that's okay. I don't think we can make flying pets. Like, we can definitely build some custom ones that follow you. And we could actually make, like, if we build like a custom pet, and that's what I like about some of the games that I've played. Like, if you have a small pet and it's following you and it's doing nothing, it's nice, right? But if we create a pet, like I don't know what I should use now. I like the. Oh no, we don't have it. Bark helmet, I think it's called. Yeah, bark helmet. It's a really nice base. So if we create a pet from the helmet and like give it some wings or something, we can set it to follow the player, and then each like few seconds, you can actually use the the function to find other entities in the circle, and then you can check if those entities are some of the pickable entities, like if there are some like branches or something. And if there are, you can actually send the pet to the position of the branch and pick it up, and it would add the item to a player, right? And despawn the one on the ground. That would be awesome. So we can definitely do that next time. Flying golden penguins. A hamster ball? Oh, right. Yeah, but sadly we can't make them fly. That's sad. But it definitely sounds great. Yeah, but for animals and any, they will always like fly back down because of gravity. Like you can set their velocity up, but it will always cancel with the gravity. So they would just be like glitching and stuff, I think. I don't think it would work very well. It wouldn't be that nice. Yeah, it could work with the barrier. You can definitely try. Oh, the sharks. The invisible sharks. Oh, I mean the flying sharks, not the oh, that's the next level invisible sharks. Yeah, I have no idea how they flew. Like they were just overpowered sharks. But I mean the thing is that there was no gravity working for them, right? Because the AI for sharks was done in water, so they didn't have the constant gravity pulling them down. Like the fact that they were flying in the air instead of water, that's just another step. But okay, sorry, got very off track here. I wanted to check what the color of the sheep is. So this is the default color, and I would like to set the color of the sheep to default color here, and if it ticks, it's gonna get like a glowy reddish color. Just why not? Oh no, it's completely okay. I enjoy these kinds of conversations. And storage owner. Good. So it's they're gonna change color on each tick, and like just to give it a more detonation-y feel. Detonation. Wow, I'm coming up with my own words. Audio, right? And so here, if the distance is lower, then we are gonna initiate the sequence for the sheep and remove it from the label just to make sure that it's not called multiple times. Yeah, I don't think we can remove the label. We can't actually manipulate with the label in the for each loop. So we need to create some local variable. This is gonna be... Alright. Damn it! If I'm gonna be overriding it every... Nah, it makes no sense. We're gonna need to remove the sheep somehow, but I don't know how. Is that like... Do we have remove array for multiple? Of course we don't. Sorry. Oh yeah, it makes sense. We're gonna create a array, a local array, and this will be sheeps to be deleted. We're gonna push this array every time we detonate someone, and then on the end of this, for each in sheeps to be deleted, I'm gonna remove this from the sheep label because you can't manipulate with the array when you're running through it with the for each loop, but right here we are not manipulating with the main one, right? Okay, cool. I have no idea if it would work here as well, because this is technically not an array. It's like, well, it is, but it is a label. Let's just leave it like it is. Cool. I'm just gonna delete this sheep because we already have one here. And we also want another time trigger. And this is gonna have much higher time. Like, let's say 3 seconds. And on trigger, it's gonna spawn a new sheep. So spawn entity, position vector random, and they're gonna be falling from the sky. Minus 20. Let's put them higher, just so it looks more menacing. We could possibly give them some particle effect just so they look like, with some fiery trail. Cool. So we spawn them, and we're gonna put 0.5 because that would be so boring. So once we spawn the sheep, it's gonna have the label, and we also need to attach the storage to them, right? So, oh, I am definitely not crazy. I think. Label storage check, and then we need to tell them to follow the player, right? Because how was I doing it before? Oh yeah, they are attacking the player. Cool. So it should work. Let's try it out. I really hope this is gonna work. Oh! I was getting ready to run. This is way too fast. Shouldn't they be like, you know, blinking first? Oh, I didn't set the ticks to some higher number, so it's at 0 right now. Great. So this is way too hard. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so first we need to set the ticks to like 4, just so you have some time to run. I'm gonna leave the knife here. Oh, we already don't have the skill, so we don't use this one. Welcome back, US. Okay, so we increase the ticks, so that would be it should be nicer now. Oh yeah, Yohas, you missed the most important part, the friendly sheep. Okay, let's try this. 1. Oh, now we're not decreasing the number. You know, I talk about making stupid things in the script and then I go and do it again. So of course, right here in the else, you know, in the if logic, we have to decrease the number of ticks, right? So set ticks to ticks -1. Cool. Let's say 3 ticks. Oh. I really hope it's gonna work. Please. I'm gonna take a knife just so I'm indestructible. Why aren't they exploding though? I have no idea what I've done wrong now. Can you please and now they're working. I have no idea. Oh, they were possibly trying to distract me, like everything's safe. Oh, definitely. I like how they're scaring themselves with the explosions. Ah. Yeah. God damn it, sheep. They definitely need their own variable. No, that there is not. Because the variable that we have created is created in the entity storage. And it's set to 3. This entity storage, each entity that is created and this storage is added to them gets a new copy of the storage. So if you have the ticks here set at 3, every single sheep that is created is gonna have it set to 3. It's the same thing as when you are creating yeah. Okay, so one thing we can do, Like, we could make sure that they can't explode, but how? We could say that if you damage them, they won't explode. Oh yeah, the drops. But I like the drops. Like, what is the point if you don't get anything? It's somewhere in here, right? I think. Destroy drop items. Here it is. Oh, definitely. The ash. Good idea. See, I like how you think. So, we are gonna say that the sheep on death. Wait. On kill? On was killed. I think this is called last, right? Yeah. Spawn entity. Ash. How do we always end up creating something like this? Cool. So this should do it. I have to admit, I'm having fun with that. So what I was thinking is, if we create something like can explode variable, explode, uh, on create, we can set this to true, right? Because by default, they are gonna be able to explode. But if we damage some of them with the mighty knife that we have, so on damage received, we can set the variable can explode to false. Oh, this. Exactly. We will ask if they can explode in the explosion sequence. But we also want to enable it afterwards, right? Because we don't want like a bunch of stupid sheeps just hanging around. Or we can change their behavior to just run away. Nah, that's stupid. Okay, so can explode. So we are gonna take this and gonna wrap it into can explode. So if they can explode, this is just gonna go on. And if not, we're just gonna make sure and set the color to this. And then we are gonna run another sequence. And that is just gonna be enable the explosion, I guess. We could leave it into, in one piece, but hey, why not? So after 3 seconds, oh yeah, and we want to remove it from the label, right? Because since we disable the explode, there is no way we want to check it every frame for in the sheep label. So we're gonna remove it, but after those 3 seconds, we want to attach the label again and set can explode to true. And of course we need to restart the number of ticks here. So set ticks to 3, right? So we restart the ticks. Color, this is just making sure that they don't get stuck with the red color. And we remove the label just to stop them from updating in the time trigger. And after 3 seconds, we return them to the label so they can be checked again. And set can explode back to true, so this can happen again. Oh yeah, it's really sad that there is always the dark side of these things, like the uh, unlimited things. Because like the worst part is that you can actually visit other people's islands, so it would be very unbalanced if you could just create your own exploration map where you would add a way to have the best armor and everything, and then just go to someone else who has the basic exploration and has nothing equipped. So yeah, it's sad because it would be so awesome if you guys could create these things. But I think the first thing I would have would be just an island with exploding sheep. Yeah, of course. I get what you mean. Like, that would be just amazing if you could have like custom built, custom built things into your islands. It would make it so much more fun to explore it. Like you could create an island where you would have scripted some giant maze for someone or exploding sheep, and some random people could just come, and get slain multiple times by the sheeps. It would be amazing, but I think there are always people who would take advantage of it, and that's bad. So anyways, I have created that. I think we need something more than this dagger though. So let's use sword. It has a higher AoE damage. I like this Alban sword. Oh, this looks cool. I've never used this before, but it looks cool. Okay. That would be cool. Oh no, wait. Ha. Oh, I stopped her. Oh, sometimes they actually stop from exploding. Dick. Ha ha ha. Oh no, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, I'm having an issue with some of these that they get stuck in the middle of those. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, they can attack me like that. I did not see that coming. Oh, the computer sounds like a really good idea though. Okay, so like it works by default. I can stop them from exploding. And there's way too much sheep to actually check if everything's working. But sometimes I'm not interrupting the ticks, but it still stops working for some reason, and I don't know why. No, I think it's because sometimes it runs to this point, and the gunpowder cake just doesn't get exploded. It happened to, when I was creating the plane with the custom controls, it happened as well. Sometimes when you spawn it and then explode it right away, there can be these errors in the way that it deals damage before it actually gets spawned. I don't know. So I'm just gonna try to eliminate it by some small delay. Yeah, why not? Every time you manage to defuse a sheep, you could get some points. That is a very, very good idea, sir. Very good idea. So, should we do it? Should we actually make a game out of this? That is the real question. I think you should get point and get healed. Oh yeah, there are definitely no problems with exploding now. Ow! We should probably turn off their basic attacks though. Or at least lower the damage. Oh, that's so awesome. No you don't. No you don't. Ah, flipping hell. Oh, this is actually starting to sound like a great idea to create a game out of this. Yeah, BQ2 is coming. There's no way of stopping it now. Wait, I'm gonna save it. I'm actually gonna save it as, because we are far from script modules now, but we are still gonna use them. I have no idea. Exploding sheep. I'm just gonna call it like that. BK2, and then we're gonna come up with the great name. I know that you already wrote some great name for it. Oknog. Was it you, right? BK2 something, and I forgot. I don't want to be looking for it right now, but the sheepening. Oh, I like that. Oh, yes, that is a great idea. So right now, BK the sheepening is winning. But yeah, snow globe of yeah. But sheepening is better. Yeah. Sheepening is cool. Okay, so diffusing them. What were you talking about? Yeah, the sheep. 0.1000. We can leave these. And we could actually... Nah, that's dumb. Let's just create some basic HUD for the player, where they will see the number of points. Sheepened. We could definitely write it as a custom message when you die. Like, we can't override the default one, killed by, but we can create some custom text above it. You were sheepened, and we can actually write it to the console, like, like Jacobs was sheepened by an angry sheep or something. Sheep, yeah, it doesn't. I think it's great. What is the default message? Killed by, I think the killed by, right? Like Naru was killed by, and then there is the name of the entity. I think that's how it works. There is space for that, really? I had no idea about that. No, there is no space for that. There's just yeah, eyedropper for the instigator, for the entity. Do we have something for? No. Oh, wait a second. We should definitely. Oh, so you can't actually set it here. Or can you? Damage, great. Oh yeah, I had no idea this exists. Like I knew that a friend of mine was working on it, on the explosives, and making it possible to like tweak these settings, but I had no idea this is actually finished. So we will definitely lower the damage of the keg to like, I don't know, 10, because we don't want players to die, right? We just want them stunned and just thrown away. Will they get thrown away if the damage is like 10? They should, hopefully. Oh, damn it. So this is gonna be gig template. Or now I'm actually like really waiting what's gonna happen. That is a great idea though. So would it be like a target to get some sheep to throw you across something, or is it just to make your life harder? So there are two ways. The sheep can help you get across something or in the air, or they can just mess it up. So which would it be? That sounds great. I like it. Oh, by the way, I think the music stopped like hours ago. I have no idea where I was playing it. Ah, it is. I have no idea what I'm playing now, but yeah. You could like if you're really good at it, you could position a sheep in a way that you can jump across some very wide ravine. Right, so I replaced the keg by the custom one, which would be dealing just the 10 damage. It's a really good idea. But that means that we will have to build some map to play on. Alright, because the damage is not enough to kill the sheep now. Ah, I hate it. And the lower the damage, the lower is the... Could we increase the player's default health instead of the... Because I want the player to be thrown away a bit, So I wanna leave the damage high. Because it seems that the higher the damage, the yeah. So we will set the, and I hope I am not mistaken, but you can't change the default health of the players somewhere, right? It's only through script, right? I'm not dumb. Good. Good. First good thing. So on player spawn, max HP. Player 2. Right. And current hit points. I don't know if it maxes out. So yeah. So 999, 999. Good. And then we can always just refill it when you get damaged. So I'm gonna increase the damage back to 500 as it was before. Hello. Great. No, 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 no. I think we found a problem. No, no. I hate this. I like how they're falling from the sky. Oh, and we definitely have to create like a particle. Fuck. No. Like once you start flying, there is no coming back from it. There's not enough time. Okay, we will definitely play it together. But there is a lot we have to finish before it's gonna be playable in multiplayer. Since right now we are not. Oh no. I hate it. Propeller. We can't actually place anything on them. But we could. We have multiple options, right? We could create a custom like box with the parachute, and these would be spawning in the air, and once they drop down, they would explode, and that would be the sheep, right? They would just disappear with some particle, and that would be like sheep delivery. Oh yeah, we can follow that as well. Ah, good. So yeah, I like Alknok's idea way better. So I'm just gonna take something very light that can fly easily, which will obviously be cannonballs, and they are gonna be our balloons, because dude, if you have exploding sheeps, they have to arrive on balloons, like in Up. That was a good movie. Dude, balloons will be the best. I have no idea how many balloons you have you need to have to support a sheep during a fall. I wonder if someone's ever tried to figure that out. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. So let's not dwell on details right now. Let's just make like some test balloons, and then I will make some proper ones for the final version, right? Oh, they are so dark. Good. And we have some pink one. It's more purplish, but a yellow one. These two are gonna be green-ish. That's a lot time to give to coloring balloons, right? This is gonna be blue. Cool. So now we need some poles for a rope. Deathbringer sheets. So let's give it like some space, right? I get to turn off the angles. Ew. We'll definitely need more balloons for the final version, but just for the sake of demonstrating the idea, let's pretend this is gonna be enough. I want more balloons. I know I've said I won't make more balloons. Okay, so this for now this is gonna be these are gonna be black, of course, like that. Oh, I want one more pole to the center just to get its position, and then set the reference point. You know what I mean, right? The pivot point of the newly created weld from these. Edit, no. Edit weld, delete this boil. And then pivot 0, 0, just to have it zeroed out. Enter. So now we have our balloons that they're going to be dropping on. Disable colliders. Then we add these to a template. Okay, so when we spawn the sheep, we want to spawn the balloons. Position is gonna be alright. We're gonna set this in the variable just so we can use the position twice. And if I can just look the sheep. Where does the sheep has the reference point? Sorry, you know what I mean. Every time. Yeah, in the middle. I think that's okay. So 0.5, I think. I want to create this, spawn the sheep into a variable as well. I think because I will want to assign the balloons to the sheep, so I can know that we are able to, you know, despawn them once the sheep lands. So spawn entity with the template. It's gonna be variable for position. Now it's gonna be another local variable. This is gonna be for balloons. It's okay. So yeah, now we can set follow on the balloons. Target new sheep. Target offset 0.5. This is gonna be very high. Cool. Right. And I want to look into the sheep storage and create a balloons variable, and this will be just to save the balloons inside the sheep's. I don't know if I shouldn't handle these balloons in the entity template, just to make sure that the template has you know, the new sheep already has the storage, but hopefully it will work. I'll place it here. Balloons. So we will assign the balloons. So now we know that we can check in this update function that is already running really, you know, really often. We can check that if we can create another label. Oh, this is gonna be great. That way we can actually save something. Airdropping sheep. So now when we spawn a new sheep, damn it. When we spawn a new sheep, we are actually gonna attach airdropping sheep label. And in here, we are gonna say that for each airdropping sheep, we're gonna say that if y vector of the get position of this sheep, well, we're gonna be checking if they're already on the ground, right? So if it's lower than like 0.1, let's say, then we can destroy the balloons, right? I have no idea what you're asking your text, but no, I don't think we can. Oh well. You see, Now we see how now you can see how it ends up when you are not coming with some reasonable ideas. This is how it ends up. This is what you're risking. This is a motivation for the next time to just, come up with something that can't go bad. So if it's lower, then we can destroy this. Despawn? Yes. So despawn the balloons. We should place some particles for the balloons, right? Just so it doesn't look like they've just disappeared. And we need to change the label. So, because right now it has the label of the airdropping sheep. But we want to attach it a sheep label and remove the label of airdropping sheep. Yeah, that's true. Remove, attach. I have no idea what I was saying before. All right, the particles. What is the good particle for it? We have that like that. Do you know what I mean? Puff. Right. Good. Ghost is also good. That's true. That definitely looks better. Like I wanted to use like multiple of those puff effects, but that's basically what Ghost is, right? I don't like how high it is though. But we will end up with much more balloons, so we can actually afford to play this one. Because after it will look good. I have no idea where I've done this. Right. Particle. No, play. Play particle, where are you? There you are. Coast position will be get position of these balloons, right? Ah, get them in. Scale 1.5. Good, so we'll play the particle, we'll just spawn the balloons, blah blah blah, and then we will change the label so we can start with this. I really hope this is gonna work. Of course, it's not animated. Great, but it is... Can you stop exploding me when I'm trying to focus? Of course, because we didn't set them to animated. I'm so glad that you're enjoying them. I'm actually really happy. So good. We should do some joint stream at Adam sometimes. It's working! Pew, pew. Ah! Fuck! Shut up! But yeah, I love how they're falling with the parachutes. Aww. Of course. That will be my main point of... Can you see the sheep that died in midair? So now there's just balloons hanging in there in the perfect balance with the pile of ashes. Yeah, that would definitely be smarter than keep spawning all of them. I think I'm getting the hang of it. I'm starting to be really good at this. I mean, I was. Yeah, maybe it will need a lot of tweaking before it's playable, but yeah, I like it. Okay, so great idea with the dropping guys. I like that. Make a snow globe. I think this time I wouldn't make a snow globe out of it. But yeah, it can definitely be bigger. But the reason why we were so restricted before is because the limit for impassable barrier is, I think, 20 is maximum of like radius that you can have in that. But if we give up on creating this you know, snow globe, which we won't in this case, like we won't do that. So yeah, we can definitely do 30 by 30. So you can have some free space where you can actually exist without sheep falling on your head. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. That there should be area around where they are not spawning, right? Yeah. 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 So yeah, we can definitely do that. Yeah. Like it all comes down to what actually, you know, what we end up doing with this. If we go with the diffusing sheep part, or if we go with the idea for the parkour map, I think that would be cool as well. But then we won't. I don't know. I kind of like the feeling of them being, you know, all over the place and exploding you. But I think we can try both of those. Right? That's what I love about like having you guys here. It's like so many great ideas. Or there we go. More time. So you would have Ah. I'm really sorry, Jacobs, for not letting you play it, and now I'm just enjoying it here without you. No, but I think we are actually gonna play next time, guys, because I'm gonna end the stream in a few minutes, and this is far from like anything playable. You have to admit that, right? But I promise you that on the next stream we will finish it into some more playable look, and we will definitely spend a lot of time playing it. I have to fuel my need for other games as well. Not that I don't enjoy, you know, violence, but I will try, but it's so hard. I always, like when I can't sleep. This is what happens the most of the time. When I can't fall asleep, I have nothing better to do than just like, you know, like crawl in there. And I'm like, oh, that would be cool. I can just a little tweak, and that's how it ends up. Okay, I promise if I suddenly get an urge to work on it this time, I will turn on the stream and let you guys know that I'm working on it, so you can check it out, or you can check the replay if you're somewhere else or already. But I think I can actually manage a week without working on it. Okay, probably not. But well, at least you'll get more streams, right? So at least something. Alright, so what did I want to do? I wanted to do something, but I don't know what it was. Nah, anyway, guys. I'm getting lost already, so I think it's the best thing to do to end the stream now. Oh yeah, just every week, every night of the week, I'm gonna be like, guys, just a little stream right now. Yeah, but probably look for a stream in like a day or two to just for like an hour do some progress. So I'm hoping you guys will find the time now that I will stream it, and yeah, we'll see how it ends up. Okay, guys, so let's end it here, and I really thanks that you showed up and gave me so many great ideas. It was really awesome. And yeah, next time we will definitely finish it, do something playable, and we'll just kill bunch of sheep. Okay, so see you next time, guys. Bye.